Hello, and a merry Monday to you, my Magnolia Bakery Pansy Pantries. Coffee cheers to you. It is I, Hallie, with today's weekly reading book review, our finale of July 2026's episodes. I think that's the correct sentence. Anyway, don't ask me to diagram it right now. Coffee good. I managed to finish 3 books this week, one of which this morning, and stayed up way too late reading last night. So let's talk about the stories I got to read and enjoy this week. So the first one I read, this is a children's Bible by Lydia Millet. Millet. I don't know how she pronounces it. Read this for book club Wednesday night. Fascinating conversation. It is climate disaster, dystopian something. So just sparsely, beautifully written, really interesting conversation. Of course, sparked new ideas and whatever, but enjoyed this. So it's told from a teenager's perspective, but it is adult fiction, because it just is. So really interesting. So literary fiction, children's Bible, climate dystopia. Fascinating little tale there. Okay, The Broken Girls by Simone St. James. This is thriller, mystery, haunted, spooky, and historical fiction, and boarding house, and all these like story elements beautifully woven together by the end of it. Covers a lot, so yeah, I don't want any spoilers, but if you like true crime, if you like historical fiction, if you like ghost stories, this is the book for you. It was 2013, I think. 2018. I keep messing that up. But anyway, it's old. I have not read anything else by Simone St. James, but this was really fascinating. So covers oh no, I don't even want to spoil it. It was good. Okay, enjoyed that. And then the last one I finished and read this weekend, but finished this morning. This is Ashley Poston, Sounds Like Love. It is contemporary romance, not magical realism. What do we call it now? Speculative fiction. She gets on a kiss cam at a concert with a pop star, because the pop star is singing the song she wrote, that's, top of the charts hit. And a ex-boy band member is up in the fancy box, and they get on the kiss cam, and then after this most magical woo of a kiss, even though they kind of hate each other, so enemies to lovers, they're in each other's heads. She has to go back to her small beach town in North Carolina to help take care of her mom, who's starting to get dementia, and also her parents run a concert venue, music hall in this small beach town in North Carolina, and she keeps hearing this pop song or this melody in her head, and again she has the mental telepathy with hot boy band guy. So anyway, it was delightful, a little spicy, very enjoyable. Again, grown-up fiction, contemporary, and I stayed up way past my bedtime reading it and got up early this morning to finish it, so I could tell you to go read this book if you like rom-coms. And yeah, it was good. I love the whole celebrity thing about, who the media perceives you to be, or the story that they're telling about you versus who you really are, and chasing your dreams versus what you really want and would make you happy. And of course, it's a rom-com, so we get a happy ending, and hooray! Also, it's bright Barbie pink, and so many music references. Like, her name is Joni, her older brother's name is Mitchell, just to name one of the many musical references in this delightful book about creativity and burnout and writer's block. And did I mention the hot boy band guy? So Sounds Like Love, Ashley Poston. Totally enjoyed it. She already has a new one out, and last week she has a Star Wars book come out, which I need to call my local indie and see if they have any signed copies left. So somehow I missed that announcement that she was in town with my friend Beth Revis. Anyway, okay, so read that one, loved it. Okay, another story I got to take. The only non-book story I took in this week. And sadly, we don't get real movie tickets anymore, but here's the one I printed off so they could scan my QR code. I got to see Hadestown in the theaters. I went and saw the South Carolina children's production, the teen version, last month. I don't know what time it is anymore. Anyway, this was the original West End London cast when the show first opened, revisiting their roles 7-8 years later. The 2 leads are now married. Eurydice and the other guy. Anyway, doesn't matter. Their local teenagers, their voices just as good. the band and the costumes and the swinging lamps. Good gracious, so freaking cool. So I heard it recently on a podcast. I think it was Inside the Envelope podcast, that talks to actors from Backstage Magazine. And they were talking about how theater is meant to live forever, as in different casts, productions, stagings, settings, and how it can keep morphing throughout time. And so I loved seeing 2 recent productions that were slightly different, same story, but just told beautifully in different ways. And we tell the story again. And so, of course, I still have Wait for Me, I'm Coming earworm in my head, and I'm not mad. I love it. So got to see Hadestown in the big theater, big screen at my local theater, and my friend Tessa went and saw it yesterday too, and it was great. And I think they extended the run. It was only supposed to be 5 days, but it's been the most popular theater cast since Hamilton. So if it's playing in a town near you, highly recommend. Nothing like live theater, but at least we get to see Broadway for less than $100, right? Okay, might read next. This came out a couple weeks ago, just haven't gotten to it, but in desperate need of middle grade. This is Cast versus Crew Tech Week by Lindsay Champion. You know I love theater kids. You know I love middle grade. Here we go. This is the second in the trilogy, and as the title implies, it's told from the perspective of the backstage crew, theater crew, and the cast who's on stage. And I just can't wait because I love it. Love the first one. This is number 2. So go read both. My pal, Cassie Miller, her second YA rom-com is coming out. Is it YA or is it grown up? I honestly can't remember right now. I'm so sorry. No, it's YA. Because her first one was Meet Me Under the Lights. Oh, the Romeo and Juliet arts meets theater people. No, let me try that again. Theater people meet sports people. Yeah. Sports ball, yay! Anyway, this is her next one. It comes out in October. Meet Me on Mistletoe Lane. It's Hallmark movie-tastic, and I cannot wait. Thank you for sending this to me, Cassie. I can't wait to read it. Again, go read Meet Me Under the Lights, because it was so good. Beyond good, and I'm really excited for her next one. So congrats, Cassie. 2 books in 1 year. Was it only 1 year? Wow, I don't know. She's amazing. So love this. She's also a school librarian because they're the best kind of people. Okay, and then I got in the mail while I was cat sitting. This arrived at my house. This is How Not to Renovate a Haunted House by my pal Jenny Howe. Also YA, contemporary rom-com, but you know, with ghosts. I'm very excited. This is the one I got to do the sticker for. If you saw that reel I shared with Katherine Johnson and Queen Elizabeth and Taylor Swift, little knitted dolls, that's for this book. So exciting. So looking forward to reading this. Brand new book out now at your local bookstore. Also, I took this to a book club recently as a rec, and while it was pretty, it didn't win the vote, and I just need to read it because it's been on my TBR for way too long. I think since January is when it came out. The Sun and the Star Maker by Rachel Griffin. So let's see if I can get into some accessible fantasy. Gorgeous, right? Unbelievable. And even the end page or the end sheets, I love it. And this one's been sitting around getting dusty in my TBR floor pile. Lady Tremaine, Cinderella retelling from the villainess's perhaps backstory point of view. I don't know. But it's fairy tales, and you know I love a fairy tale. So that's what I got. For now, we're gonna drink coffee. Let me know what stories you've been reading, loving, enjoying. I also had on while I was junk journaling this week, rewatch of The Good Place, just playing, and that's delightful because pop culture and nerdy philosophy jokes. Love it. High concept comedy, and that's all I got. Okay, talk to you later. Oh, and I get to see Spamalot this week. Yay! At my local live Broadway traveling show theater. So very exciting. All right, talk to you later.